Hi guys, hello friends, how are you doing? Did you miss me? I missed you guys. Welcome back to the I Am podcast. I missed you guys so much. This is a mental health podcast where we discuss all things mental health. It's a safe space where you can talk about anything that has to do with your mental health. We're not going to pretend like mental health isn't a topic. Basically, that's what I'm just saying. If you're new here, please like, subscribe, comment. I think for the last few videos I had some problems opening up my comments, but I fixed that. I'm still new to this, so give me some credit. So guys, today we're going to be talking about people working in mental health and their mental health as well. How do we manage our mental health? How do we notice signs that we're either burnt out, depressed, or anxious? How do we work in a safe space caring for individuals, whether it's healthcare or social care, while taking care of ourselves as well? So I'm going to read this quickly. Going to be doing a lot of reading today. Research shows that nearly half of healthcare professionals globally experience symptoms of burnout, and including chronic exhaustion, anxiety, and depression. Some studies show 93% reporting exhaustion and over a third experiencing stress and depressive symptoms. In the UK, nearly half of NHS staff say work-related stress has made them feel unwell, and a third of social workers leave their job because of mental health struggles. These statistics reminds us that people caring for others are often quietly suffering themselves. Wow, guys. When I saw this, I was like, this is so real. As someone myself who works in health and social care, I can't tell you how many times I have come back home and cried. And I used to think to myself, I wish I could talk to someone who works in health and social care about how I feel about my work. And it's not like the individuals itself, it's just like, yeah, I know we're supposed to keep it professional, we're supposed to do this, and the laws say this, and you're in for CQC regulations and all those things. Sometimes it's just like, for me, I'm such an emotional person that I have to act like, yeah, let me be professional. I just had the most vile, wild story ever, and I have to act like, yeah, it's fine. Don't internalize it. It's easier said than done. Sometimes I just want to cry and sympathize with the person. I want to hug them. You want to feel that emotion in that moment, but then again, you have this big invisible professional hat that you have to wear all the time. So I decided to dig deeper and get like more statistics. So we're going to do a lot of numbers today. So for burnt out, because I think people don't know that that's a form of mental health challenge where you feel burnt out. It's extremely high, with 43.6% of medical staff across 46 countries, I didn't say states, I didn't say cities, countries, reporting burnt out symptoms, emotional exhaustion, and reduced professional efficiency. And nearly all health professionals experience exhaustion. Up to 93% reported exhaustion in one hospital. One hospital that was sampled during the time of the statistics. Only one hospital, 93 of those staffs have reported exhaustion. And across the NHS, 44% are unwell due to work-related stress, like I said. Anxiety, stress, depression, there's 30% chance that you're working in, 37% chance that working in health and social care, you're going to have anxiety, and there's a 33% chance that you're going to be depressed. And stress symptoms are reported in about 41% of workers in international studies. And someone will say, oh no, social workers, they don't really do much. They just sit down on their laptops and make the laws and make the policies. Like, who said that? Who said that you don't get affected by an individual story? Who said that you can't feel burnt out just because you're not a support worker, just because you're not a nurse, just because you're not a healthcare assistant, just because you don't work in the hospital or work in a care home or supported living? You can't. Even managers can get burnt out because of whatever reason. Working in mental health, social care, any healthcare system is not easy, whether it's spinal cord injuries, any sector of health and social care is not easy, because you're relating with people who are unwell, whether it's physically or emotionally. So how do we assist ourselves? How do we help ourselves? I'm going to, where is the help? Where is the support for individuals in health and social care? I think that is something very important that we really need to talk about. I'll give you an example. I was scrolling through Instagram one day and I found this company, and they did something called Bring Your Child or Your Children to Work Day, and the kids were to guess what their parents do, and one of the child says, my mom helps people, she works with people and she helps them. That's the mom's role in the company. And so it's the mom's turn to say what she does, and she says, oh, I'm a chief heart officer. Like, heart officer? I was like really surprised. So I went to search and check more about what it is to be a chief heart officer, and apparently it's like having a mom at work. I don't know how best to say, but basically she is there when they feel burnt out. She's there for them to talk about whatever problem is that the individuals of that organization is facing. I was blown away. And these people focus on selling, I think, sounds or something like that. It's an American company and they sell speakers or something like that. I was like, can you imagine how many people in the health and social care industry that needs a chief heart officer, a mommy at work, a true person that they could speak to? I would have thought, when I was still in university and I used to hear about human resource management, I used to think that their primary role was to help individuals at work feel comfortable, feel better, and do their job better. That's what I thought. I never knew that it was more like them being the police officers of the workplace. We need to choose ourselves, even at your workplace. I know that especially for Africans working in health and social care, you need money. You want to send money back home, you need to pay your rent. You probably have more children than the average British person has. You have more bills because you are taking care of your home here and probably taking care of your home in Africa as well. But I will beseech you to please place your health over anything. The mom, the dad, the brother, the sister that you're sending money to back home will somehow survive for many years after you die. So choose yourself first. Don't punish yourself. When we talk about burnt out or reducing stress in health and social care, we have to be honest. It's not just self-care, it's system care. And this goes to everybody in general, whether you're a manager, a junior staff, a senior staff. Plan your rotas with care. Show some human sympathy. I know you might not like everybody that you work with. I know Sometimes people don't get along in different organizations. That is completely fine, but I think you have to have a bit of human decency when you do certain things. I know you guys have goals and quotas that you want to meet, and you want the work to get done, to be like, you want the work to be done. Don't waste your time putting people in a stressful situation. There's no reason why you're having a high demand client who's having a lot of outbursts, and you keep sending one particular person there. We're all human beings. It doesn't make any sense. Now, I'm going to share with you some of the ways or some of the things that we could do to reduce stress. Organizational changes. This is a big one. Burnt out is linked to a couple of things, which is staff shortage, long shift, emotional overload, lack of managerial support, and poor work-life balance. What can actually help? One thing that can help us is a safer staffing level, regular supervision and debriefing, mental support access, clear boundaries about overtime, and supportive leadership. Don't try to kill yourself to be employee of the month. If you've worked your allocated hours and you need some time off, get some time off. Say no to shift, you won't die. Let that manager even have a problem with you because they know that you prioritize your health. I'll tell you, I can't go there. I can't do this. I can't do that. It's bigger than me. It doesn't suit my work ethics. It's too much for me. Speak up, because if something should happen to you, life goes on. Like, one monkey doesn't stop this particular show. One monkey doesn't stop that show. No one's gonna remember you as a girl who's or someone who always there to take over time. In fact, they start seeing you like the one who won't plan our staffing right. We know that Divine is gonna come in and help. Divine is always gonna say yes, or Mr. Biro is always gonna say yes because he likes money. He likes working overtime. You won't come to work smelling of body odor. You come to work, you won't do your hair, you won't carry yourself very well. You just come to work yaga, because you want to make sure that you're always available, so that they'll see you as what? Like, they only see you as somebody that does not have sense. They won't see you as somebody that is like an employee that is of value. I tell you that I can tell that for free anytime, any day. Burnt out isn't about being weak or tired. It's often a system problem. When staff is low and emotional demands are high, stress becomes chronic. Yes, now, if work that 4 people are supposed to do it, you alone, you are doing it, you'll be burnt out, you'll be tired. Open your mouth and speak up. I know that in some countries like Nigeria and stuff like that, maybe more in Africa, there's always staffing issue because they don't like to pay well, and also they don't really plan things properly. But over here in this country, speak up. You can report to your union, you can report to your manager or whatever, that see, this person is supposed to be 1-to-1 or 2-to-1, or on this floor we're supposed to be 6, 7. Why are we 3? Why are we 2? But because you feel like, I don't want anything to happen to my COS, so I don't want them to come and chase me back home, or I don't want to have it, you will now keep quiet and be doing work of 3 people. My dear, if you ever go to Corona, you'll be in deep problem. You'll be in deep problem. It's better for them to even send you back home than to have a court case or a safeguarding issue on your DBS. Please be smart and be wise. So now, for psychological support and debriefing, research shows that structured, reflective practice, clinical supervision, trauma-informed debriefing session, and support groups significantly reduces emotional exhaustion. When you care for people in crisis, trauma builds up quietly. Health and social care worker absorbs other people's trauma daily without safe space to process it, the weight accumulates. Okay, this client here was abused at the age of 7. You were abused at the age of 7. That person just triggered you. Now you have to still remain professional. Oh, nothing happened. But then you go home and you think, was it a pattern? You even start kind of looking at that person and looking at yourself like, what made the two of us go through this thing? But because most of us in our organizations, we do not have any place to talk about these things, we'll just bottle it up. Before you know it, you find yourself crying. Before you know it, you find yourself dreading to go to work. Why? Because you have emotionally invested. You have now emotionally accumulated lots and lots of pain. Personal coping strategy without blaming. Don't blame yourself. Number one, don't blame yourself. Say, maybe I was just, maybe I didn't. The only thing I would say is love yourself a little more than anything else. Just a little bit selfish. Personal coping strategies, what I use for myself to cope with my mental health. Number one, improve emotional regulation and reduce burnout symptoms. I'll always say this, if you follow me, you know me. I do not joke with my miscellaneous budget. No money is too much for me to take myself out. I'm going to go get my massage. I'm going to get my nails done. I'm going to do my hair. I'm going to buy myself a new wig. I'm going to go on holiday. I am going to do whatever it is that I like to do because I work hard for my money. Activities. Go to the gym. Find wellness things. Like, I'm really into skincare of recent. Now I've really been on my neck with what I'm eating right. I'm not starving myself, but I'm gonna eat right, eat healthy because I love my body. And then don't be afraid to speak up. Don't go and start answering calls when outside work hours. Oh, Divine, can you please come in? We need you. Oh, sorry, this is my day off and currently I'm unable to come in. I would like to rest. That is it. You don't even have to lie. Don't say you're sick. Don't say this. Just say I'm unable to. That is enough. And the funny part is they will reschedule. If it's a client that is waiting, if it's support, there will always be another shift that's going to cover up for that shift. But if you have not slept, you have had 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours of sleep. Because sometimes when you get home, it's not immediately you're going to sleep. You did a 9 shift, now they're telling you someone was supposed to come in the morning, they didn't come, you are going there. You're a nurse, you did a 24-hour shift. And then they say, oh, this person just called in sick. You will stay again. For how much? For what? Money that HMRC will still chop out of your tax. Some of you, it's not like as if you work overtime, the money comes to you tax free. They're still going to take tax out of it. So why in God's name are you giving these people extra coins? You consistently checking your emails. Why are you checking your emails? I get a lot of my emails. I read them for my notification and I choose. I don't reply them immediately. My emailing hours are from 8 to 4 every day. 8 to 4 every day. After that, I don't check I don't respond to my emails. I'll just look for them later and respond to them. Stop waiting until crisis. Stop waiting until you feel like you're breaking before you seek help. Go talk to a professional, talk to your friends, go out with your friends, have chit chat, go to girls' lunch. Just go, as in girls' lunch is so therapeutic. Oh, I wonder what boys do. Maybe they play games and have beers with their friends. Go do that. Sit with your guys and be like, guy, I don't tire. Sometimes that's all you really need. Separate your work life. I think for me, when I initially started working, most of my friends were at work. Which was really good for me as well, but of recent I've done a lot of separation, but I still mix with my work friends, and then we go out and have fun and know that okay, we're still going to be serious on a Monday. And one thing I would say is I stopped surrounding myself with people who work annoyingly. Like, they don't know how to be proficient, they are not organized, they lack professionalism. That's another thing that will save you from getting burnt out, because you want to be nice to people, but at the end of the day, they are making your life a miserable thing at work. You want to be friends with someone, but they are unserious. They are the ones that always have something to say, have something to do. Try journaling, try separating some certain people before you call someone your friend at work. Look at their lifestyle very, very well. Make sure that this person is someone that does not stress you at work, because now you want to always be covering up for one friend that is slacking. And that so-called friend, when they come to a night shift, they are the ones that will sleep and snore and even be disturbing the clients. There's no reason why you should have that kind of friend. That kind of friend that they don't know how to read the room. And your work friend does not know how to read the room. That was not work friend, and that person will want to put you inside trouble with that one. Read the room. Please, if you join group chats, maybe you guys join a group chat for staff in your office. Group chat is not for gossiping about manager. It's not about talking about your clients on that platform. Help each other, support each other. Guys, I'm not okay, I don't feel well today, I'm really tired. Is there anybody that can help me to cover my shift? I'll cover that shift for them. That is what group chat is for. It's not for, hey, did you see Annabelle's wig? That wig, seriously, you will lose your job. Create a community that is all about supporting and improving your work life. That's something that is very important, and I made that mistake when I started working. At first, I was just like, oh, hi, hello, you're so cute, friend. Oh, hi, hello, you're so sweet, friend. No, what makes you my friend now is how I see you, your work ethics. How do you work? What are you known for at the office? How do people see you? How do you do your work? How efficient are you? How professional are you? How sympathetic are you to your colleague? Very important. If you don't continuously close your shift emotions, your nervous system stays on duty. If you don't regulate yourself and say, okay, see, I know this thing I just heard can be a bit triggering for me. This is not my story. This is not me. I feel a lot more sorry for this person. I'm grateful for the life that I have, and I pray that this person finds, peace and solace and everything. That's all you can do. Because carrying the emotional, hey, she was 7, she was raped. God, how will her childhood be? She remember this thing forever. She's 36 now. It's like she's not going to forget. Is she ever going to heal? You are even thinking more than the bereaved. You are thinking more than the person that is the victim, that is hurt. Now, every time you see that person, you will just break a little. Your heart will break a little, and it will cause you stress and anxiety. So we need to be careful about stuff like that. Reducing burnt out in health and social care isn't about telling workers to practice self-care. It requires functional changes, better staffing, supportive leadership, access to psychological support. On a personal level, workers benefit from setting boundaries, engaging in physical activity, mindfulness, and seeking therapy before reaching crisis point. But the truth is, burnout happens when chronic workspace goes unmanaged. And if you want healthier carers, we need healthier systems. Lastly, you can't pour out of an empty cup, but you shouldn't be blamed for being exhausted when the system keeps you drained. We learn to show love to each other that work in social health and social care. Don't punish your colleagues. I'm going through a lot now. Life has really been hard for me. Channel that energy to the person that created your difficult work schedule. Now try your possible best to love and care for your colleagues from a point of being generous, so don't overdo it. If you've enjoyed today's topic, please drop a comment. Let's talk about this in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and follow us on all social media platforms. I do really appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Until next time, bye guys. Take care.